Hello, miners and macroeconomics. My name is TB's Guide, and welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Now, from the perspective of the people who've been following the series, it's not going to be that long since the last episode, like a few days. But from my perspective, it's been like a couple of weeks since I last played the game because, well, I've been busy having my Christmas and New Year's holidays. So few things may have slipped my mind, but as far as I remember, we are fully ready now to head in the direction that this sign is suggesting. And attend the gold saucer. Barret, what happened? Sorry. Tell us what happened. My hometown used to be around here. Can you tell us a little early in the morning for me? What do you mean, used to? It ain't here no more. Heard it got buried by sand. Only took 4 years. But how could they say those terrible things? 'Cause it's my fault. It's all my fault. Flashback time. My birthplace, Coral, has been a coal mining village since way back. Dusty, quiet, poor, you know the kind. No one even heard of a Mako reactor up until... What are we going to do? The only one opposed to this is Dine. Oh, he needs a voice. Yeah, 100%. There's nothing left to discuss if you're thinking of throwing away our coal. The coal's been ours for generations. Our fathers and theirs before them risked their lives for it. We have no right to just throw it away so easily. But listen, Dine, no one uses coal nowadays. It's a sign of the times. Right. Everything's Mako now. It'll be all right, Dine. The Shinra company will guarantee your livelihood once the Mako reactor is complete. I don't remember what voice I gave to her. Last time we met her, it was back at the... back at the Shinra headquarters. Dine, I don't want my wife Myrna to live this kind of life anymore. I know how you feel. I feel the same way too, damn it. But I can't just stand by while we throw away our coal mines. Dine, I've got to be reasonable. So I don't know if you can hear this on the microphone. I don't think you can, but there's... That's how the coal Mako reactor got started and finished. There's drilling. We all thought it'd bring us an easier life, but... There's drilling happening in the apartments next door. It happened when me and Dine had just left the village. Coral was burned to the ground by Shinra troops. The villagers, our families, everyone, together. They're renovating the apartments next door, both on the floor above me and the floor below me and just next to me. They started that at 9 a.m. Now, AGDQ is on right now. Awesome Games Done Quick. You should go and watch it if you aren't already. So I'd been staying up until 5 a.m. So I've not got a whole lot of sleep. And that drilling has been going on for 3.5 hours. Anyway, Shinra troops. What the heck for? There was an explosion at the reactor. Shinra blamed the accident on us villagers. Said it was the work of rebels. That's awful. Yeah, but more than Shinra, I can't forgive myself. I never should have gone along with the reactor. Don't blame yourself. We were all fooled by the promises Shinra made back then. That's why I get so pissed off at myself. Not only did I fall for their lies, I lost my wife. I lost Myrna. Have you gone to the gold saucer? Hurry up and get on. Don't worry, it's free. Let's ride the rope, eh? Let's get on. Dine was a close friend ever since we were kids. I didn't know. Barret never said a word.
I've no sympathy for Barret. He never should have trusted Shinra.
Rough, but, you know, not untrue. See, this is why world needs socialism. To tell them never trust capitalist pig dog. Another one of those mind-blowing CGI sequences when, like, back in '97 when you saw that for the first time, that shit was like, holy fuck, you can do that? Wow. Like, literally, we had never seen anything like it. And you can already see here, like, a lot of the hallmarks of Square's, and especially the Final Fantasy series, CGI expressiveness, like the way they choose the camera angles, the way they pan, the way they frame the environments. You'll see a lot of those same kinds of shots in like Final Fantasy 8, 9, and 10 as well. Like, they established a lot of that aesthetic here in Final Fantasy VII. This is the progenitor of a hell of a lot. And of course, because Final Fantasy VII is so goddamn influential, that stuff carries on into the entire JRPG genre. Right, I can't save at that save point without GP, can I? Yeah. Nope. So the gold saucer has its own internal currency, because even in 1997, it was understood that fake microcurrencies existing inside limited game spaces are a great way to get cash out of customers.
Welcome to the Gold Saucer. Are all of you together? A single pass of 3,000 gil. You may also purchase a gold ticket which grants unlimited access for 30,000.
Single ticket. Oh, good, I don't have enough money. Okay. Well, alright then. Probably should check that before coming up. Okay, fine. We have to go grind. Oh, all these emotional cutscenes and shit. And others like, oh no, wait, hang on. Excuse me, sorry. Wait a sec. How much money do I need? Oh, all of it. Okay, good. I'm not selling things to get that money. Let's see, no, you can't get out there. Okay, well, I guess we're doing some random battles in the overworld now. As I've discussed many times before, normally I grind a lot more than this, so I didn't even think that, oh hey, actually maybe I've just spent a ton of money on stuff. Maybe I need to go and get some of that money back. But oh well. Fortunately, if I remember right, the enemies here do give us a decent amount of cash. I don't remember if the item duplication glitch works in the Steam version. It might not. If it does, then I'll be able to solve my money problems permanently once I get the W item materia. That'll be a good long while, though. Let's see. I can't remember what enemies spawn in the desert. Let's go find out. Ooh, right, these guys. They throw cards at you, and sometimes you get the death card, which just kills you. Which is very inconvenient.
Da-da.
Anyway, we just have to grind for money right now. Oh, hang on. Okay, so I can't actually get the desert spawns, can I? No. Oh well. Anyway, as you can see, can't walk into the desert, can't use a chocobo in the desert. We need something else.
I wonder if we're going to get some sort of mechanical conveyance that can take us across this desert land.
Sure, that sure would be a neat little thing to have, wouldn't it? Like, just a thing that could take us across the desert. I wonder if that exists in this game.
Ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da.
I'm finally starting to do some damage with my physical attacks, which is nice. Ooh, space-time bomb. If I remember right... Oh, god damn it, the drilling. It's like, it's one of those... Drilling is one of those noises that's like, it's like mostly fine. Yes, Gravira, right. That's mostly fine. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me whatsoever. And then there's the thing when you get woken up by it at 9 a.m. and you haven't had nearly enough sleep. And it just goes on and on and on, and eventually it feels a little bit like the person is standing next to you and drilling that drill directly into your eardrum. Yeah, it's not a fun feeling, which is why I'm trying to keep talking right now, just to kind of get my head out of it. Okay, who the goddamn has cure? Cloud, right? Yeah. It's still going. It's like it's that distinctive sound of someone drilling into a brick wall, you know? Like that like where you can really hear the drill knocking against everything in there, and it's just, oh god, it's so loud. Please don't be the death card, thank you. What? No! I got fucked by the... There's still this weird double tapping effect sometimes where I press once and it registers 2 inputs. And I think it's a quirk of the way that, like, I'm using a specific configuration mod to handle, like, translating Xbox controls to an old PlayStation game, which does not happen cleanly, apparently. And it has a few quirks and weirdnesses. There we go. But yeah, I'm just trying to keep talking, because talking is a noise that isn't drilling, and I prefer to have that in my head. Okay, we've got 3,000. It's gonna be a while until we can get more money. And if I remember right, I think I will need a bit of cash in the gold saucer, so we'll just grind a little bit extra. See, if I'd known this, I would have done the grinding before starting the recording, but now you're gonna get it, whether you want it or not. By the way, like, one of the best things about Final Fantasy VII is the character design. Like, you look at these enemies, and they really are just great-looking enemies in a game, right? Like, they... Oh, Trumpet. That's the one that heals. Yeah, that happens sometimes, too. They really are just great-looking enemy designs, aren't they? Like these floating Joker dudes with, like, their skull faces and they're standing on this spinning disc of cards. That's a really cool enemy design. Which is something that Final Fantasy has sort of... Like, when I think of something like Final Fantasy XV, for example, or even, like, 12 or 10, the thing that's kind of gone... Like, Final Fantasy monster character design has moved much more towards an animalistic aspect. Like, an aspect of these need to be plausible creatures, like essentially the flora and fauna of the world, and it needs to be sort of reasonable to think, okay, these actually exist as part of the ecosystem kind of thing. Like, there's been this move towards, not realism necessarily, but a sense of... Okay, thank God they're not all gonna hit red. But more of a sense of verisimilitude. Like, in the sense that, oh, these seem like plausible animals. Which is something that Final Fantasy VII and I think 8 too had much more of a thing of, oh, no, let's actually just make some really interesting, fun creatures. So you get this mix of... Ooh, nice. I've got Fira and Blizara now. So you get this mix of, like, things that look vaguely like animals, like the hedgehog pies and the little flying bastards we've been fighting right now. And then you get those Joker creatures. Like, and then you get the things that look specifically demonic. Like, they look like not animals, but some kind of demonic fever dream. Like they were made for, like, the Persona series, almost. And that's something that Final Fantasy has kinda slowly and steadily moved away from. And I think that's a pity. Because that to me, especially I remember this as a kid, that to me was one of the things that gave the Final Fantasy VII world this unique expression. Like, that made it so special and weird. It was this thing of what are these? Like, are these people? Are these what? Like this sense of the unreal. Oh, the Joker. Yeah, that's the death card. You got to see that one. And I don't have anyone with revive. I would very much like that not to be the death card again. Thank you. Please stop. Why? Why? Oh, thank God, it's only the spades. These bastards, man. Ba-dum-bum-bum-ba. Might need to lower the combat speed a little bit. Because the enemies are getting way too many turns. Yes! Okay. Wasn't a waste, this fight. I got Red to his next level of limit break. Oh, no, wait, no, I didn't. Kind of really want to get Barret and Red to their level 2s. Which means I have to have them kill... How much money do I have right now? Okay, I want 6,000. So a good portion of this episode is just going to be dedicated to me grinding. But we can talk a little bit about the enemies that we encounter. Let's see, I can't remember if I can hit another biome. But there you see there's the gold saucer. It's in the middle of that desert. That's why you need the cable car to get there. The pop-in is just so obvious. So here we have a bunch of enemies that are much more in the, okay, plausible animal category, right? Actually, I think what I'm going to do in this fight, I'm just going to have Barret kill them with enemy skills. Because the thing that triggers you to get the next level of limit break is how many enemies you've killed. And neither Barret nor Red have actually gotten that many kills yet in the game. Cloud has the vast majority of them. Okay, I should hit 6,000 in just a sec. But if I remember right, yeah, the river takes that completely out of it. Okay. Because once we get a means to get across the desert, like once we have a transportation device that can do that, see that house over there? We can go there, and we can go a couple of other interesting places as well. But first we have to get to the gold saucer. Okay, please don't throw death cards at me this time. Unless I'm mistaken, he actually does less damage with the flamethrower than he does with his physical attack. Yeah. Okay, that looked like the spades. Yes, good. And I've got the 6K. Good. Now we go back to Coral, rest at the inn, and then we take the cable car. And then we go explore the gold saucer. By the way, you know what happened to a bunch of the episodes of this series that I uploaded? They got copyright claimed. Because of all the covers people have done of the music of Final Fantasy VII, there's like several record companies who claim the game music of Final Fantasy VII as theirs because they identify that, oh, that's the same melody as in our cover of this song, which means we own it. And we're gonna claim all the ad revenue of your video. So I have been, because I've been playing Final Fantasy VII, I've been fucking filing so many copyright disputes, you wouldn't believe it. Like, goddamn. It's so annoying. It's especially, there's an artist called Tina Gou, G-O-U, who does these fantastic, like, beautiful covers of game music. I think she plays the cello. And her record company, or her representation, have basically just decided to copyright claim all Final Fantasy VII music that exists in any video anywhere on YouTube. It's incredibly annoying. It's not her fault at all. It's just the way that YouTube's copyright systems are set up allows that kind of abuse with no consequences whatsoever.
Wow, let's have fun! I know this might not be the best time, but... Come on, Barret, cheer up.
I ain't in no cheering mood, so just leave me alone.
Really? That's too bad. Let's go! Aerith, isn't that a little harsh? It's better to just act normal when they're like this.
They being men. And she's not wrong.
You sure? Of course. We're gonna go play.
So play, mess around all you like. We're after Sephiroth, don't forget that.
I think I made him mad. Nah, don't worry about it. At least he sounded a little more like his usual self.
You'd like to go with me?
With me?
Right, okay, let's go with Tifa.
Sephiroth might be around. We better stay on our toes. I wish we could just forget everything and have fun.
Blah, blah. I think Barret's materia got unequipped. Yeah, good. I think. No, it's still on him. Okay, and he took it with him. Okay, great. Well, alright then. Fine. I'll deal with that. Yeah. First I need to decide who's coming with me, and it's tempting to just go with the red again, because I still, like, we're not gonna have any combat encounters, really, but, I think I'll go with Aerith. No, wait, no, actually, there's a reason why I can't do that. Oh, you can only take one. Okay, fine. I forgot about that. I thought you took a full party. Anyway, let's get Tifa equipped.
Da-da-da-da.
I want someone to have a revive. Cloud has cure, so I don't need that. By the way, this music, it's gonna get old. It's gonna get really, really old. Right. Think. It's Event Square, right? Nope. And it's not Speed Square. And it's certainly not Battle Square. We can't even use Battle Square right now. Let's go there anyway, actually. Yeah, it's shut down. Yeah. Is it Wonder Square then? Yes! There we go. The best character theme in the game.
Ba, ba, ba.
I love this jazzy little number.
Hey, why you looking so down?
Wait, whoa. Okay. I didn't know that the translation made him Scottish. Say, I better rate your fortune. Your fortune looks bright, but I didn't blame me if tragedy strikes. Apologies to the nation of Scotland, I'm gonna have to now. Oh, where are my manners? I'm a fortune-telling machine. The name's... Okay, he's Scottish, I guess. Oh, no. Oh, Lord. Okay, fine. Fine. Again, with my profound apologies to the nation of Scotland, Kate Sith has to have a Scottish accent now. Can you only read the future? What, are you kidding me? I can find missing things, missing people, anything. Then can you tell me where a man named Sephiroth is? Sephiroth? Okay, here goes. You have considerable luck. Seek favor with those around you, and you may be pleasantly surprised with what the summer brings. What the heck is this? Let's have another shot at it. Genuinely didn't know that they were doing that. Remember not to leave things behind. Your lucky color is blue? Forget it. Wait, give me another chance! What does it say? You will find the one you seek, yet lose what you hold most dear? I cannot tell if that's good or bad. I've never had a fortune like that before in my life. No, I know I'm all on edge. On edge. Right then, shall we go on? Excuse me? That fortune was way off from the usual readings. I've got to see where this goes, or I will not be able to stay relax. So listen, I'm coming with you guys. What do you think, Cloud? I'm coming with you now no matter what you say. Good lord. Oh, well, I guess I get to practice a Scottish accent. Oh, thankfully Kate Sith doesn't have that much dialogue. This is just relentlessly funny to me. Oh, it's so bad. So yeah, Kate Sith is the gambling character of the game, which is to say that his limit breaks revolve around things that are sort of really rather randomized and weird, and I've never used him much because his damage output is so unpredictable. And because, like, his whole, like, in a traditional Final Fantasy without materia, he would have the manipulate ability. Like, that would be sort of tied to him, but because materia is the one that provides the abilities, Kate Sith doesn't really have anything that unique to recommend him. And I've just never used him much as a character. He does have, if I recall correctly, pretty good, magic stats. Yeah, he's at 44, which is, like, respectable. Not, you know, massive compared to anyone else, but he's got decent magic stats. You can use him. And here we just have like a fuck ton of minigames. Now, the basketball minigame is one of the ways that is easiest to earn GP. That is the gold saucer points that you do need at certain points in the game for certain side quests, or if there's some special items in here, there's some really fucking good items that you can get here later on in the game. And the Super Dunk game is one where, like, you really only have to follow a certain rhythm and you can get a pretty reliable payout from it. But yeah, it's like, I don't really want to play these games, but you can see here the G-Bike, which is not open right now. Can't use it because this kid is blocking the way. But eventually, he's going to be done later on in the game. You can come here and you can play the motorbike again. Oh, you can actually do it now, right? And the same thing, there's a snowboarding minigame, there's a U-boat minigame, which doesn't work right now. Then there's this Virtua Fighter thing. And then there's this motherfucking thing, the Moogle. And I'm gonna show you this one, Mog's House. Because it's so fucking weird. And it has no mechanics. This is Mog's house. It's in Moogle Forest on Mount Moogle. Another day in the life of Mog is about to begin. It's so fucking weird. And I just want to show it to you. There's no gameplay here. This year, Mog is koopy-papo-poo-poo years old. That's 28 in human years. He's at the age when one desires a bride. Male Moogles are more alluring to females once they learn how to fly. Oh, the drilling is still going on. But Mog still hasn't gotten the hang of it, even though he tries ever so hard each and every day. This is the weirdest fucking part of the Gold Saucer because there's no gameplay here. Like, you're technically asked to make some decisions, but as far as I've ever been able to make out, it doesn't make a fucking bit of difference what you do. Oh dear, it's not looking good, is it? Here's where you come in. Help Mog learn how to fly by pressing circle to feed him his favorite nut, the Koopo nut. But take care not to overfeed him, he won't be able to fly if he's too heavy. So we throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. And we throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. And we throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. Please don't take this to the gutter, by the way. We throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. We throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. And then, at some point, he does that. And then we throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. And theoretically, what it says is don't overfeed him. Like, oh, you shouldn't give him too many. It seems Mog's decided to take another shot at it. Oh dear, it didn't work this time either. Poor Mark will have to wait a while longer for a bride. And like the only thing you're supposed to do, I think, you can see here, I give him a nut, and he just like goes brrr, like he's still hungry. And the only thing you do is just like, you just give him nuts, and he eats the nuts, and you give him nuts, and he eats the nuts, and then eventually he makes a different movement, and then you just don't give him nuts for a while, and then he flies. There. Theoretically, if we just wait now, it should work. Theoretically. Let's see. He is flying. Mog has finally done it. The thing that baffles me about this fucking thing is, we never meet a Moogle in the game, ever. Like, they're only fantasy creatures, like, you can get them with a summon. Tired but relieved, our little Moogle turns the lights out early and goes to bed. Good night, and sweet dreams. Like, what do we have here? A female Moogle. You never meet a Moogle in the game. Like, they're not monsters or creatures in the same way that they are in Final Fantasy IX or anything like that, or 6. They're just... They just went to the trouble of making this whole screen and these Moogle character models. He seems to like her. And compose this specific music for it, and make this weird-ass minigame where literally the only thing you do is just throw nuts at the guy until he makes the right movement. Will Mark be able to fly gracefully in front of her? Help him steal the show with a few cuckoo nuts. We throw a nut to him, and he eats it. We throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. We throw a nut to him, and he eats the nut. As a kid, I obsessed over this fucking thing. Because I thought for sure, like, surely there must be something to it. Surely there must be some secret, something that waits hidden, a meaning, some specific purpose to this profoundly weird, bizarre distraction where you throw some nuts to the thing until it makes a whack movement, and then you leave it alone, and then it flies. And then, like, you help him get laid, I guess. But no, it's just this. There's no thematic point or purpose to it. There's no points to it. Like, it doesn't unlock anything. It's just this weird, bizarre thing that exists in the middle of this incredibly influential video game for no fucking reason, except apparently they wanted to put it in there. Her heart's been stolen by Mark's assertive flying. How nice. Sometime later. The happy couple are getting along like a house on fire. Time for a quiet date in the forest. Her name is Mag. She's an incredibly good-natured Moogle. Like, this whole thing someone programmed and like, established and set up, and it's so slow. Best of luck to the both of you, Mark and Mag. May you have lots of healthy Moogles. Like, someone made and programmed and set this up. By the way, they fuck a lot, don't they? Made and programmed and set this shit up. It's just, there's no point. It doesn't do anything. Oh my, no worries there then. And I have to imagine that, like, maybe this is like a genre, and you don't even get any gold points or anything for it. It's just, you just throw 100 gil in it, and then you do that, and nothing happens. I have to imagine it's a reference to some part of Japanese arcade, like maybe that was a genre of thing in the arcades in Japan, or I don't know. I don't know where this came from, why they thought to make it. But it's fucking hilarious. Anyway, where else do we go? Right, I have no GP. Okay, okay, let's go back to Wonder Square. I think I need a few GP to progress the story. At some point. Or no, I don't think I will. So the secret trick to this, you listen to the beat of the music. And if you charge it up, if you do the thing correctly, and you charge it up just enough in time with the beat of the music, you're almost always going to hit it. And you can get a real good streak going that way. And I used to spend a lot of time doing that when I was a kid. Not anymore. I prefer not to. There we go. Okay, we haven't fully explored, we haven't fully explored the Gold Saucer, and there's really no point trying to, because it's not really unlocked for us yet. It's not really an area we can fully use. Like, we can't use the Chocobo races, there's nothing on the Event Square, there's nothing on the Wonder Square except a few minigames that are available. And, like, so, not gonna bother with it. Dead. What?
Wait, Cloud!
But yeah, dead Shinra soldier. I wonder what happened here. Ooh, that's a lot of corpses. Did Sephiroth do this? No. They've all been shot. Sephiroth wouldn't use a gun. Hey, what happened?
A man with a gun on his arm.
A gun in his arm? Hold it right there. Stay nice and quiet. Oh, no. Yeah. Dio. Is this your doing? No, it wasn't us. Hurry, run! It's gonna get ugly! Hey! Sees them? That's as far as you go. Wait, hear me out. Cloud? One more to go. Yes, sir. Hey, you, listen to our side of it. There's nothing left to say. You'll pay for your crimes down below. Do it. I know his accent is all over the place, but you know.
Cloud, are you alright?
Where are we? A desert prison. Coral prison. A desert prison? Aye, a natural desert prison, surrounded entirely by quicksand. I heard that once you get in, you never get out. But I remember there being some sort of special dispensation.
Barret?
Barret? Did you... Stay back. This is something I gotta deal with. Just leave me alone. Yeah, he a friend of yours. Sure looks dangerous.
No, Barret.
Anyway, there's some pretty nasty enemies down here. And then there's this chest. Now, this area is strange, because if I remember correctly, there's actually a thing where apparently you were supposed to fight the Death Claw down here, which is an old Final Fantasy enemy. It's been in a lot of games. And you were supposed to fight him for whatever is in that chest, but for some bizarre reason, it got coded out of the game. And, like, I think it was data miners who found out about it. And that's the point of this well with an empty chest in it for no reason, where they bothered to make the whole background and make it accessible, but apparently, but with no apparent point or purpose to it. Ah, God damn it. Yeah, that's what I meant when I said the enemies down here can be nasty. So the two-faced guy is here. See, you kill them, and they fall down. And then they land one side up or another side up. If they land with their happy face up, then they heal you. But if they land with their evil face up, then they hurt you very, very badly. And I think it's like a counterattack. It's like a thing they do in response to you hitting them. But as you could tell, like the self-destruct thing hurts a great deal.
Welcome to Coral Prison!
And then there's these assholes. They steal things from you. And sometimes they steal important things. Hopefully, and sometimes they don't, but you can't... I've had times when they stole an elixir and then they just fucked off, which is infuriating. Now, let me see. There's nothing in here, right? It's been a while since I've been to Coral Prison. Oops, hello. He's been shot too. These assholes. Go away. Oh well, I get to show you his limit break now. Yeah, see, he stole a fucking power source from me. But yeah, that's the limit break. He throws some dice and then whatever it lands on, you do that damage. And it's so random. Like, it never does terrible damage. It's just... And it can do absolutely... it can do incredible amounts of damage, but it's so random and unpredictable and annoying. Plus, Kate Sith is not exactly the most important character to the story of the game.
Those guys over there only tell lies, and only lies. Not one of them will tell you the truth. You start talking to them, you'll soon get sick of it. This place is heaven. This place is heaven.
This place is heaven. Man with a gun on his arm? Never heard of him. Never heard of him. Never heard of him.
You want to meet the boss? Maybe you'll find him if you keep heading southwest. Maybe you'll find him.
Maybe you'll find him.
Once you're in the desert, sit still and wait.
Sit still and wait. Sit still and wait.
There's no way you'll ever see a mysterious chocobo carriage. No way.
No way. No way.
So yeah, there's a mysterious chocobo carriage out in the desert that sometimes shows... Fuck off, Jesus Christ.
Want to end the chocobo races?
Not interested.
Thinking of living here forever? Well, let's see how long you last.
Didn't I tell you not to follow me? Just hold on there, wee sec. We only want to talk. You'll understand if you just hear us out. Didn't want none of you involved.
Hey, that's Cloud's line. It's too dangerous. I can't let you get involved, blah, blah, blah.
Savage.
It's too late for that. Come on, Barret, just tell us what's bothering you.
Guys, I heard that the murderers at the battle arena were caused by a man with a gun on his arm. Was it you? There's another man with his gun in his arm. It was 4 years ago. That day, I was on my way back home after visiting the Mako reactor under construction.
Barret, Dine, come quick! The village is under attack! It's Shinra soldiers!
What? What the hell happened? Hey, Barret, it's not over yet. They're counting on us. Head back to the village. Barret died. Protect the village. No. Come on, Barret, we gotta hurry. Barret, hold them off.
You will shoot all day with those rusty pieces of crap and still miss every time. No! Stop playing around and cover me.
Watch out. Dine, don't you dare let go. You hear me? You're coming back to the village. Yeah, I'm not letting go. We're going home to our village. Everybody's waiting. Eleanor and Marlene, they're waiting for us. After that, I couldn't use my right arm no more. I thought things through and decided to have it removed so I could have this gun attached. Got a new right arm to get revenge on Shinra who took everything away from me. Back then the doc told me there was another guy who wanted the same operation, except his was the left arm.
But wouldn't Dine understand? Yeah, that's right. He was deceived by Shinra too. I'm sure he'll join us in our fight against them.
Dunno, but I do know I gotta apologize to Dine. So let me handle this. Do whatever you want. At least that's what I'd like to say, but I wouldn't sleep knowing I'll let you die here.
Barret, it doesn't have to end this way. Weren't you trying to save the planet?
Tifa, you ought to know me better than that by now. Might look like I'm doing it for the planet, but what I'm really after is revenge against Shinra. I want to settle the score.
It's all right. I'm not that different. It's easy to understand. It's who you are, Barret.
So, Barret, I guess it'll be you, me, and Tifa. Yeah, there's no one who's underleveled, right? No. Okay. So I need a particular setup of abilities for Barret. Well, I don't need it, but it's convenient to have. And I think this is about right, yeah. Yeah, so we've got 2 cures, and we need the cures. And we've got Tifa with Fire and Revive, and Poison. Good enough, I think. Yeah. Wouldn't mind having a save point of some kind, but... So now we need to go and find Dine. Oh, fuck off. It's just they follow you, and I don't know why. Restore ourselves and maybe save the game also, actually, come to think of it. Because we're heading up to the hour mark, which is probably a decent place to stop. Ah, there we go. He landed happy side up, and you get a full cure. But yeah. If you have enjoyed hanging out in the world of Final Fantasy VII with me, well, feel free to subscribe to the channel because more of this is going to be coming up. You should also hit the like, comment button, and comment buttons, and maybe hit the bell icon also to get notified because YouTube, God knows, won't do it for you. Right, I have to pitch my value extraction. I have a Patreon, I have a tip jar if you want to avail yourself of those, that I'd be very grateful for the help. If you want to use my merchandise store, that is also helpful as well. There's some nice stuff on there, just saying, I mean, as the person who made it. And yeah, I guess the last thing you have to say is, I'll see you in the next video.